think I have gotten it resolved. We shall see. So today, what I feel like sharing is why do life feel so shitty sometimes? And I think it's fair to say that all of us have that from time to time, right? Especially when times are bad. And oh yeah, sorry if you might be wondering why is my background green again? Well, the reason why is because I needed to use this software. I couldn't figure out how to do the same thing with OBS if I want to change, swap, add graphics and so on. Not such a pro OBS user, so please bear with me. So, why do life feel so shitty? From time to time, it happens, and in order for me to explain this, I'm gonna explain it from an angle where I am sharing this thing right here. Sorry. Before we do that, let's ask ourselves. Let me ask myself, what is life made of? And for most people, or at least for myself, life is made up of three primary components: myself, the people around me, or rather my person, which includes my body, my mind, my intellect, the people around me. And when I say the people around me, I don't just mean the small group of people around me. I mean everyone, the people that share this space called Earth, and very soon Mars and the Moon, I guess, and Earth orbit. But people, humanity, which includes family, our community, and society. And then there is the other part of it, which is our things. How much time do we have? How much money do we have? How much, how is our environment like? All of these things, right? So when we say life feels shitty, sometimes one of these three areas have a lot of problem. It's giving us a lot of problem. Or perhaps two of these areas is giving us a lot of problem. Or maybe even three areas. We don't know. But when we when we see it this way, the idea that so many of us have is that it is this area that is making me stress. It is this area that is causing me anxiety. But what if I tell you it is the entire way around? What if it's the other way around? And over here, I want to show you mental health. I made this infographic yesterday. How people think it happens and how it really happens. So how people think it happens is, oh, I have a money problem, I have a health problem, or I have a family problem. Okay, hope you guys can see that. So it is a internal turmoil caused by external events, and external events that we don't really want. But how it really happens is our mental health decides what is going on externally, which then feeds back into how we are internally. So in other words, if we are thinking completely rationally, whenever there is a sort of family problem, if we are thinking rationally, we would immediately go and solve it. But when we are not settled inside here, inside our hearts, if we are in turmoil, what happens is that we will tend to put it away. Yes, so Arthur said the external is a reflection of the internal, as within, so without. Yes. So what we put out is what we get back. And because we procrastinate or we slow, or we don't go and take care of things, we ignore problems, then more issues start to happen. I am going to show you guys another infographic which I created. Stop screen sharing, screen share, application. There you go. So for me, mental health is a spectrum. Now, most of these numbers are conjecture, except the mentally ill part. The mental illness part came from NAMI.org, which is the National Association of National Alliance of Mental Illness. So it is said that 1 out of 5 Americans are suffering from mental illness. And that is taken like a few years ago. Nowadays, with the pandemic, I bet that the problem is going to be a lot more. I've recently read a statistics on local Malaysian mental health, and it is said that approximately 30 to 40% of adults who are cooped up at home are actually suffering from mental illness, because we can't do a lot of things that to actually so-called, for lack of a better word, run away so-called from our problem. Now, when people are actually experiencing a problem, an unignorable problem, it has already become a big problem. Because in Asia, mental health is a very big, very taboo thing. Nobody likes to say that we have a problem. So when something really do happen, it is already too big of an issue. So when problems do occur, the symptoms are we push people away, we go into a self-destructive cycle of behaviors, substance abuse, spirals, and hysteria. But what I am more, I have friends who are specializing in that, but what I am more passionate about is the 79% of the population. And the 79% of the population is in a state where I call constant procrastination. And as you guys are listening to this, maybe you guys can assess for yourself. Are you in this, or are you mentally well, or are you mentally fit? So constant procrastination is periods of hyperactivity followed by burnout. Why does this happen? Because we ignore issues or we procrastinate. Procrastinate is a very harmless word. It's a very normal thing, but it is the first sign of mental illness. It's not the first sign, sorry. It is the precursor. It is not even the first sign. It is the precursor. It is the indicator that, okay, we are in a normal range. And it tells us that we need to work on something over here. Hyperactivity followed by burnout. Why? Because we ignore issues, and then the issues stack up. It becomes unignorable anymore in the area of life. Maybe it's health or family or whatever. We push things away, and then we go and solve it, and then we get burnout, tired. Or growing stress and lethargy, or growing stress and anxiety. Why? Because we don't really want to do something, but this is a issue, but we don't really want to handle the issue, but it is an issue. But we don't really want to handle the issue, but it is an issue. So this cycle goes on, and it's like it's a constant battle within. It's a constant conflict within. I want to do, I don't want to do. I want to do, I don't want to do. I want to do, I don't want to do. I need to do, but I don't want to do. Lethargy. The mind shuts down because there's too many things in the mind. There are too many things in the mind. So this mind just right? Guilt for self-care. That is more on the upper end. It is normally suffered by, I think, entrepreneurs, because I need to work on my business. I need to work on my business. I need to work on my business. Taking care of myself? No. Cannot be. Cannot go to the gym. Cannot pak tall. Because I can do all of that 5 years from now. Insecurities. Certain vulnerabilities that we have. Right, I got all of these before in the past, okay. Certain vulnerabilities that we have, and we get triggered whenever those vulnerabilities are questioned. So whatever it is that we identify ourselves with, The moment that identity comes into question, we get triggered. So if this happens, if nothing is done over here now, functionally humans are very robust. Very robust. We can stay in constant procrastination for our whole life. But some people, 1 out of 5 people who are in constant procrastination, because of the growing problems in their life, it triggers them to fall into the mental illness department. So what I am really, what I believe is my purpose, what I believe is my passion, it is my passion, and what I believe to be my purpose is to take people from the mental norms, to go into the mental wellness category, and to go into the mental fitness category. And mental wellness is the kind of people who have what I call endless motivation. The motivation seems to be unlimited, and they're constantly just like fully charged. And people like to be around them because they are so charged. They are so energetic. These are the people who are living with passion, and they have an incredible amount of courage to take risks. And whenever something so-called bad happens to them, these people who are mentally well, it's not even like a bad thing. They bounce right back. It's bad. Okay, cool. I'm angry right now. Okay, fine. And then they bounce back right back like 5 minutes later. As opposed to people who are in mental norms, I get angry, I stay angry for the rest of the day. I get upset for 3 days. And finally, the outliers. That's where I want to be too. I don't think I'm there yet. But it involves endless creativity and resourcefulness. To these people, there is no good or bad. Every day is just good. There is no good and bad because every day is just good. It's an endless creativity and resourcefulness. They are like geniuses. They're considered to be geniuses in other people. People consider them superhuman. How is these people able to do this kind of stuff that they do? Effortless productivity. They're able to like whip out so many things, and people just, wow, oh my God, your work output is so high. And as a result, ease and flow in their daily life. So you see, what we want, okay, whenever we say mental health, so many of people's first reaction, I'm okay. I'm okay. But you see, mental health is a spectrum. It is not an indicator. Saying that I want to work on my mental health is not saying I have a problem. No, it is not saying I have a problem. It is saying I want to be mentally fit. I want to be mentally well. Because in life, if there is a machine, right? If there is a machine that you put in 1 ringgit and you get back 5 ringgit, how much money are you going to put in? You're going to put in everything, right? So mental health, mental fitness, mental wellness, mental health, this whole thing is that machine. The more you put into that machine, the more money you put into this machine, the more you're going to get out of it. So, and with that ends my sharing for today. I would like to hear your thoughts about what I have just shared with you. Does it make sense? Do you feel any doubts? Do you feel you disagree? Or do you agree? Do share with me so I can feel like I'm having a two-way conversation. And I feel I look forward to sharing more of these things with you guys over the next few days. I am going into mental health, preventative mental health, and I'm setting up this amazing community of panels of experts and supportive people, all of us who wants to be mentally fit. So the link of that Facebook group is in the description. Do click it. Do go and check it out. I used to be like terminally mentally ill, and now I think I can own to the fact that I'm mentally well. I would like to be mentally fit, but it's a matter of time. So do join me. Join me and let's together work on ourselves to increase work on our mental health fitness so that every single area of our life can thrive. And let's spread this message. Let's get more people to to acknowledge that mental health is something that all of us need to work on, irregardless of our level, because we can have more of it. The more we have of it, the better our life becomes. My vision is to create a society of outliers, a society of Buddhas, a society of masters. Because ultimately, what comes in the way of us and our success is only ourselves. And it is very important for every one of us who have something that we want in our life to continuously work on ourselves, to become a master of ourselves. So with that being said, I shall end this sharing today. Hope you go into the Mental Health Asia Facebook group. Hope to see you there. I'm sharing amazing contents and amazing tools and techniques which work for me for free. And with that being said, I shall see you guys 6:45 p.m. later tonight for Journal with Me. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay true to yourself. I shall see you